That didn't work. Well, hello there. It's Friday, and this is not the best surface to try that on. By the way, in case you're wondering, like, what's a good surface to try that particular thing on? Well, I mean, that one is not it. So we could eliminate that one immediately. Immediately can eliminate that. Anyway, welcome. It's Friday, and we are partying because we have the weekend ahead of us. We have the weekend ahead of us. It's going to be so amazing. Hope everyone's going to have a great weekend. Let's see. So, looking at new tarot on Kickstarter right now. There's not really anything that I like. I wish there was some new Kickstarter tarot. Oh, wait. I have one coming. That would be new. And that would be something that I like, at least. Otherwise, I wouldn't put it out there, right? Bartman, what's going on? Larry, what is up? Gracia, Raina's here early. Raina's on the cutting edge of time zones right here. Gracia, how are you doing? And Pulsing Rhythms, there you go. What a great name that is. Nikki, what's up? You're about to have banana cake and dinner. So cake is your dinner? Like cake is your actual dinner. I mean, I'm not judging on being healthy or anything, but you just gonna eat the whole cake or what's going on? But banana cake, that sounds good. I don't bake really. I make one thing and I make it well, and that is banana pudding. I can make banana pudding to where people just eat like as much as they can in one sitting. So that's my only skill for baking. I mean, I'm just saying. Heat Gates Crossing, I'm great. How are you doing? Magic Universe, welcome. What is going on? We're bare table today. We're bare table today because that's how we roll. Occasionally, you got to just go raw. You got to go raw. Avni, what's going on? And Carm's Reiki Healing, hello. Let's see, Magic Universe, everybody's here. Everybody is here. What is going on? All right, who has a question? Bartman still has the LGBT Pride, let's see, what? The Pride Month. All right, let's figure that one out. Let's figure that one out for Mr. Bart there. Let's see, what is it? BH7, there we go. LGBT Pride Month. How's it going to turn out? It's going to turn out great. Let's find out there. Let's throw some stuff down and see what's going on. Jocelyn, welcome. What's going on? Oh, look, we made a new card. We made the Hermit. It's the Icy Hermit. It's the Icy Hermit. If you want to be on the Hermit card, let me know, and I'll put your initials. I'll hide your initials on the Hermit card somewhere. Let me know. Okay, so, whoa, that was weird. That was unusual. Okay, we'll use this one. We haven't used this one in a while. The Encore Tarot. Find out LGBT month next month. See what's going on. I watched your Lenormand videos and I commented on all 6 videos. Well, that is dedication. That is dedication right there. Yeah, Raina, you can't make anything other than carrot cake. Raina, you're now known for just nothing but carrot cake. So if you make anything else, it may not count. It may not count. Yes, please follow me on Instagram if you like spam, because I post like 3 things a day. It's quite stuff. Does he want to be with me? Well, I should hope so. You're Jocelyn. I should hope he wants to be with you. Well, let's find out in a minute. We'll use the original Rider-Waite for that as well. Okay, so we're looking at the Pride Month. The Queen of Cups said, this is a Pride Month indeed. This is going to be something that's going to be, very good emotionally. It's going to be very good emotionally for us. The Queen of Cups is water within water. So we have that good feeling. We have that emotional satisfaction. A lot of good things coming out for that as well. So the 3 of Cups reversed as well. So it's a sort of, time to celebrate. We have the celebration of the 3 of Cups. all of that good stuff. Fun One and Crystal McGinn, how are you doing? So the Three of Cups talks about the big celebration and being celebration, but being reversed is also, sort of celebrate on our own. We don't need a ton of other people to celebrate. Sometimes we can have a celebration on our own as well. Wolfie, what is going on? And Avni, hello, how are you doing? All right. So the Tower says that it's also going to be time for people to sort of be independent or be on their own and be their own self and be true to themselves. The Tower says sometimes that's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to sort of kick in full gear and just be ourselves because there's all sorts of people that just, people that may not like you. So, but who cares? Just be you because you're you. And the Hanging Man says that it's time to get a unique perspective and get all the good perspectives that you're going to get on that. And the Hanged Man says get a unique look at it and find other people that are going to be as, enjoying the pride and enjoying the thing as well. So it looks like it's going to be a good month overall. I think that's going to be good. It's always good to have pride and have fun and celebrate with other people and get the group events going and all that stuff. That's always a good thing. Who joined? I am guided. Howdy indeed. What is going on from Texas? There we go. I want to know the current feelings of my spouse. For me, does he want to reconcile? Well, let's get House of Tarot first here. House of Tarot does he want to be with me or not? Like, what is going on there? By the way, we have a massive thunderstorm here. It just came into the radar, so hopefully we'll get the power, stays on. Does he want to be with me or not? Does he want to be with me or not? All right, let's figure that out with the Thoth. We had the Thoth on the table a minute ago. We'll go ahead and break it back out. Break it back out. Hi, I'm guided. Indeed, you are guided, Raina. What is going on? All right, hello, CM and Wolfie and all of that good stuff. I like thunderstorms too until they burn out the power of the house. Till they blow out the power, and then I'm not a fan. And then I'm not a big fan once it blows out the power to the house. I'm just saying. Does he want to be with you or not? He's got to make up his mind. He has to make up his mind here. And let's find out what his mind is made up there. Check it out here. Well, strength. Well, that's a sort of interesting there. Strength says that... well, let's see. We got strength, we got bad news, we got good news, and then we got good news. So overall, it looks pretty good news. So let's try to figure that out. Strength says that I think that there is some conflict between there. I think that we have a sort of a good and bad situation. Maybe sometimes we do, maybe sometimes we don't. And strength says we have some decisions to make as far as that's concerned, because we are trying to sort of control or get something in control, get matters in control. And sometimes it's difficult. It's hard to sort of get everything balanced out, as well as, sort of riding the waves, riding the line and trying to control as well. So, we have that bit of, I want to control the relationship. I want the relationship to be something that I want or to be focused on my needs, but occasionally that's not really possible. So we do have the Ten of Swords talking about the bad news as well. Occasionally we do have some bad things sort of sneaking in. We have arguments. We have some confusion. There seems to be a lot of confusion around there as well. But I don't think that you like confusion. You like sort of science. We like it laid out for us. We like it guided for us. We like it sort of planned. We like things predictable. We like things to be how we want to be, right? But predictable, we want a situation. We want something normal. And a lot of times, relationship is not that normal. Relationships are a bit challenging. You got the strength where we're trying to control. We're trying to get everything under control, but we seem to not be able to sometimes. We seem to be hitting the wall with all of that. But we just want something normal. We want something back and forth. We don't really have good messages. We don't really have strong communication. And we're just sort of having difficulties coming to grips with that. Overall, it's about sort of making yourself happy or being content as far as, having your emotions in check and being happy. So if something doesn't make you happy, we need to sort of look at it and say, why doesn't it make me happy? And is there something that I can do to make it happy? Overall, if you're doing a relationship and it just makes you miserable, and you end up in a situation where it's very difficult, then that's going to be something that you want to sort of evaluate. What is the future and what makes me happy and what can I do to make myself happy? Because in the end of the day, you don't want a relationship where you're just miserable all the time. But anyway, it's all about syncing yourself with your emotions, looking into that pool of your emotions and seeing what looks back. And if what looks back is miserable and unhappy, that's not a situation that you really want to be in. So there you go. There you go. All right. Yes, it does pop out indeed. It does pop out indeed. I want to know the current feelings of my spouse. Does he want to reconcile, or what is happening with all of that? Let's find out what's going on with the reconciliation of Avni there. All right, let's see. Avni. Reconcile or not? Reconcile or not? What are we going to do there? What are the current feelings? What is happening? What is the good, bad, indifferent news? We can figure that out. Not with that one. We can figure that out with... what do we want to use? We'll use something different. Oh, there we go. We'll use this one. Everybody likes this one. This is, by the way, the pre-Raphaelite Tarot. I tried to make news today. It is the day for news. So I went and I tried to make news, and for some reason my microphone on the computer doesn't work. And I discovered that after spending 30 minutes making a great news program. But it had no sound. So probably should have checked that. Cool games for you. What is going on? Hey, mate. What can I think straight or have a good Memorial Day? Memorial Day brain? Feeling quite sick. Could it be someone's black magic? I think it might be. You never know. What could happen with that. If you're feeling bad, it must be somebody else's fault. All right. Let's see. Yeah, the news was going great. It was going fantastic. I think that it was great. So now I got to refilm it. So I got kind of ticked off and I didn't bother refilming it. So, that's where it goes. A magic course. There you go. Fun Ones King. That sounds fun. It sounds very fun. So do we want to reconcile, or what do we want to do here? The 5, Lord of Defeat. Sunset is dead and his girlfriend were fighting every day. How come? All right, Haiti, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We'll check that out in just one second. The Lord of Defeat reversed says that I think that they're in a position where they're not angry anymore. They're ready to move on to something a bit better, right? They're not angry anymore. They're not in that situation. The Wheel of Fortune also points to, let's get back to normal. Can we get back to normal? Just a little bit of normalcy would be great, because this is a situation we don't want to be in for a long time. So they said their piece. They got up and they went to bat. And during the batting cage round, they figured out that, maybe some things they said were incorrect. Maybe they were a bit too confrontational. Maybe they just want peace at this point. Maybe that's going to be something that's going to be a little bit better for everybody. So I think we're moving on into that situation where they just want an everyday average relationship. Is that going to be possible? Maybe, maybe not. So this one says, well, we're talking about maybe not reconciliation could be possible. I think we have some big differences, and the big differences are forming a cloud over the entire thing. And we have this thing that's hovering over, and it's going to be outright difficult at some times. And we see that right here as well. We're not ready to reconcile. We're ready to fight. we're taking the break from fighting. We realize things that we said were not good. But the king says we're still ready to just go on and fight some more. So if you're looking to reconcile, this is not going to be the best time. You need to chill out, take a break, come back later. Right now is a terrible time to reconcile. We have the combat ready to go. Even though we're trying to avoid it, even though we realize that it doesn't make us any progress, we're willing to do it again. We're willing to do it again. If you want to come over and be confrontational, we'll do confrontation, right? That's what they says. That's what they says right here. So yeah, give it some time. Let things cool down. Let things settle down. Now is not the time. Now is not the time, Avni, for a reconciliation, because there's still that defensiveness. The cloud needs to be lifted. We need to fix some stuff. We need to fix some stuff. Angie, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. Will I continue to get my partial unemployment? Well, I hope so. Let's check that out. By the way, is it true that when you get unemployment, you get an extra $600 a week now? I'm just kind of curious because that's a lot. Upcoming. That would be, I mean, this supposedly for like 2 years or something. That's what somebody told me. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know, though. That's why I'm asking the question. Let's do the, what do we want to do? A magic course. What's a good one? What's a good one for that? Ooh, I think the bonfire would be absolutely perfect for a magic course. I'm just saying, would be perfect. Angie Price, what is going on there? All right, just chatted, continue to get partial unemployment. Yeah, there you go. All right, we'll check that out in just a second. Got a couple ahead of you there. All right. Yeah, Avni, it looks like may not be the best time. Just until it runs out, until the state goes broke. Okay. Hey, AM, what is happening? It's good to see you. As always, everybody's here. Did everyone see my new card? I finished the Hermit. The Hermit is in a desert, and he has some icy stuff. So it's like a light in the darkness, but it's a cool in the desert. So wait until you see the book that comes with this thing to figure out what the Hermit's talking about here with that coolness. With that coolness, I am guided. Speaking of cool, I am guided. How are you doing? Thank you for your donation. By the way, if you missed the Hermit, it looks like that. See, look, he's in a desert. He's in a desert, and he's got the coolness there. He's got the coolness. It's like a ball of ice, and it's just icing everything around him. Anyway. Okay, CM, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. Okay, so the Ace of Coins for a magic course. Here comes the rain. Can you hear it? It's coming down pretty good. Ace of Coins is good if we're starting a course. If we're starting a course, the Ace of Coins is good. The Magician is even better. I would say that this is right for you based upon the Magician ending the reading. Let's skip to the end. Spoiler alert, it's good. Okay. If we have any lessons, if we have a lesson, right? I'm going to read a book and I'm going to learn something. I'm going to a class. I'm going to go to college or whatever. The Magician is the single best card you can get, period. So yes, spoiler alert, it is good. It's going to be fantastic. Now the Hermit says that it's going to take more time than you think. So if you're getting into it and you're just like, I'm going to sort of be casual, I'm going to be casual with it, I don't think this is going to be casual. The Hermit says we're really, really going to be focused, especially since it's right next to the Magician. So be prepared to go through, if you want to get everything that you need out of it, be prepared to go through the exercises. If they got an exercise on cleansing or making a circle or whatever, get focused on it and do the exercises. Don't just watch it and go, oh, that's cool. No, go do it. Actually get into it. That's what the Hermit sort of points us to. Metaphysical Fool, what is going on? I appreciate you. All right, the Nine of Coins reversed. What are we talking about here? We're talking about it's going to cost more money than you think as well. So cost a little more money. It takes some effort. I think more effort than what you're expecting. If you're just going to watch it and just wander off mentally, that's not going to be good for you. But the magician says, yes, definitely this is going to be something for you. This is going to be something that's beneficial. It's going to be something that really sort of boosts how you do things and how you sort of look at things as well. So very, very good course, very good study. Just again, be prepared to go through that stuff. If they say to do a spell, if they say to light a candle, you need to go do it. If you don't, you're not going to get much out of it again. So the Ace of Coins as well says this is a good venture, something to dive into. This is a new venture for you too. I think we're going to get into situations, or you're going to get into lessons of stuff you've never heard about, like you're watching it, right? And you're like, I've never heard about that ever. What the world is that? And then you get into it, you're like, ooh, that's really cool. So if you're looking for just baseline, is this going to be effective? Is this going to be good for me or not? Obviously, how much effort you put into it is going to determine that. But for an overall course, that is great. That is great, especially having the Magician as the last card. That is super. So yeah, that's very good as well. So let us know how that goes. And if you learned something cool, let me know. Let me know how that goes. I'd love to. That sounds like a lot of fun is what that sounds like. All right. My son said the dead and girlfriend are going 5 rounds. Well, let's find out what's up with that. Dead and girlfriend going 5 rounds. Let's, see what is going there. See what is going there. Yeah, the Magician. I mean, I'm just saying. That's a good read. That's a good read right there. That Magician coming out. Whoa, Raina, Jesus. Raina, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate you. Got a lot of 2s in there. Raina, you're amazing as always. Raina, you're going to get my cards hopefully Monday. It says Monday. Raina, I owe you the new one free. I'm just saying. The next deck I come out with Raina, I'm going to give it to you for free. Because, you're just awesome like that. I appreciate you. Okay. So let's see that. Every night fighting, and my son hasn't slept because they're going 5 rounds in the next room. Well, that's not good at all. It's not good at all. You can't sleep because everybody's just yelling. Well, look at that. Lack of sleep, not sleep, and the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers as well. We got a lot of things going on here. Let's check them out. You better get them. I'm going to drive over and I'm going to hand deliver the cards if they don't arrive. I'm just saying now. I'm going to hand deliver the cards if they don't arrive. They should be there Monday. It says tracking USPS. It's got the Corona. I don't know what's going on. Okay. The Knight of Wands says they're in a situation where they don't want to be in. They're both in situations they just don't want to be in. They don't want to be in those situations. The Knight of Wands says we do have that conflict. We have the lack of rest. I think they like the spice. We like the spice. The Wheel of Fortune next to the Lovers, we like that spice. We do. We love it. We love the spice. The spice is no good though when you're a third party. When you're on a third party, the spice is not good at all. So what's the spice? What is the spice, you ask? When you get into love, you get into relationship, you got 2 kinds of people. You got the ones that like the steady sitcom relationship where everything's cool and calm and we're watching TV together. We see a movie, we go to bed. That nice sitcom, the 50s sitcom relationship. Some people love that. Now, other people love going 5 rounds every day. They love it. Gets the juices flowing and gets all sorts of stuff going. And they just like the spice. The Wheel of Fortune reverse says we don't like a day-to-day routine. We like something a little different. We like things a little bit different, right? But the Knight of Wands points us to we're doing too much stuff. We're doing too many things. We're trying to reach out. We're trying to get other things going that probably shouldn't be going, a bit of things going that shouldn't be going, and that's bringing in the drama. So it's causing unrest. As you can see here, we're causing some unrest. We're trying to get it settled, and that's not going to be a good thing as well. The Lover says, though, that we end up working it out. We're going to go 5 rounds. We're going to go 5 rounds. But at the end of the day, the Lover says we can work it out. We are going to work it out. But again, it's going to be a bit spicy. It's going to be things like that. So there's going to be unrest. There's going to be spice. He's going to be seeking out other adventures and other things. And, that's rough. That's rough. So, yeah. There's not much you could do. It's pretty rough, though. Yeah. Sorry about that. Let's see. I think the kids will be a mix of carrot and banana cake. They may. I'm looking for some place to put this, and I don't have any place. All right. So let's get down with the Avalon, with the, what is it? Symbolon, not Avalon, Symbolon. And figure out about the partial unemployment, because that sounds like we're going to need that. We're going to need the partial unemployment because of Corona. It's all the Corona. You know what I'm saying? It is the Corona. All right. And for Raina, we'll have a throwdown. We'll have a throwdown between carrot cake and banana cake, and we're going to see. We're going to see who wins the cake contest. We do need the cake contest. All right. Partial unemployment. That's going to be important coming up here. Okay. AP. Whoa, what did I just type? Partial unemployment. Let's check that out. We'll get to Raina's here in 4 readings. Do the cake throwdown. See what's going on. In the meantime, we'll use the Symbolon. In case you don't know what this is, it is the Symbolon. Because it says it right on the back. If anyone has a good back design for my deck, let me know. Let me know, because I need something that's going to be decent. Something that's going to look decent. All right. So here we are. We're looking for partial unemployment, good, bad, or indifferent. I think we're sitting on the ability to get that. We are sitting on the ability to get that with that sort of that Leo feel. It is a bit distant. It's almost like that. Let's see. It's almost like that there's a distance between there. You feel this disconnect almost, right? You feel this disconnect where I want to keep getting this. I think we should be getting this, but I have this intuitive feel that it's just going to get cut off, or this intuitive feel that things aren't going to go as well as I had expected because I'm a long distance, or I'm a ways away from the rainbow. I'm a good distance away from that, and we don't need to be a good distance away from that. But I think that it will keep coming. We have 2 movement cards that indicate it's sort of moving back towards us. So we're sitting on it now. We have an intuitive feel that it could be disappearing, or it could be reducing, or there could be some distance between us and the golden rainbow, all of the good news. But again, we have sort of this delivery of the partial unemployment. We have this delivery of this, not only here, but here as well. So we have this sort of that Fool feel as we're coming in here, though. It's almost like that there is maybe some change coming, or some other type of thing coming, and we sort of feel this difference that is sort of headed our way. But overall, I say yes. I mean, just very straight yes or no question. We're looking at an intuitive break where we don't feel that we could be getting this permanently, or it could be a temporary thing. But again, we have that delivery back in 2 different directions. So I think that you're looking at a very strong indication that you will keep getting it, and it is going to keep coming in. So I think that you will continue to get it. But again, there's eventual change. There is an eventual change. I would look at let's say like 8 or 9 months, maybe 8 or 9 months, something sort of happens and things change. So look for that. But for now, as far as a yes or no question, I think that yes, it looks like a yes. We have 2 deliveries. both headed your way. I think that points to good news for getting partial unemployment. All right, is my ex returning in person, sick of his? Okay, so is my ex returning in person? Let's find out about that. Let's see, IAG. My ex returning. Hey, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is Jay still thinking of me? And call me yes or no. Let's check that out. All right, is my ex returning? For this, I think we could go with the Romantic Victorian Tarot because that is a good deck. It's a terrible looking box. The box is just horrific looking, actually. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it an 11 for the horrific looking box. All right. I'm guided. Ghosted. Oh, you got ghosted. Okay, is your ex returning? You got ghosted. So let's find out if we're going to get non-ghosted or not. Usually ghosted is a pretty firm indication of that end there. But you know, you never know. You never know because it is love. It is love. Speaking of love, we could go to the love screen. Could go to the love screen. See if we got good news here because we got temperance. We got temperance and the 10 of swords. You know, that's sort of a bad combo there, but okay. Temperance into the hanged man. We're looking at sort of this unusual combination here because temperance into the hanged man points to that I think things are going to change in respect to getting ghosted, or I think things are going to change as far as communication goes. So if you're looking for this person returning, Liz, hello, and thank you, I appreciate that, then I think you're going to have them come back in a virtual format. In other words, maybe they'll hit you up on social media, or they'll call you, or something like that, or stuff happens to where you end up communicating again, but then it ends. So it's like this quick thing, and the King of Swords being the intermediary between the communication reestablishment and the end is not good, because if you watch the last video, the King of Swords talks about a lot of this emperor, this totalitarian, a person that makes these hard rules. So I think that they're going to communicate with you again. Yes, the Hanged Man says we do have that switch to where all of a sudden we're thinking about maybe some other, some communication. Maybe we're thinking about changing us. But the King of Swords says they're going to come back in a really bad attitude. And I don't think that's going to be something that you're going to enjoy too much. So they're going to come back with this totalitarian thing, with this very mean-spirited thing. And it's like that they just wanted to just lash out almost. But then that sort of terminates out into a 10 of Swords situation where they just sort of cut it off again. So, I mean, I think they will come back, but it's not going to be good. It's going to be that they want some conflict. They want to work out some stuff. There's still stuff between you that's not worked out. It's not fully fleshed out yet. And it needs to be. But not in the way that's going to be mean-spirited or negative or anything like that. You want it to be more open, more free, more loving, and things like that. So if you can score that, that would be great. But that combination with that 10 of Swords is just very difficult to work through. You're going to have to sort of parse through that and figure that stuff out. Anyway. All right, CM wants to know, what do I have to look forward to? There we go. All right. CM. What's going on with looking forward? CM, you have the stream to look forward to as well. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, we'll do some Chiro. Do some Chiro and see how that goes there by the Gilded Tarot Royale. Think my growth pisses him off. Indeed, it may be. It may be. But yeah, you don't want them to come back mean-spirited. You don't want them to come back and lash out and stuff like that. That's a difficult situation. That's a difficult situation sometimes. I will fight with him. That's what we do. Okay, so it sounds like you like the spice as well. So there you go. All right. You know, if both people like the spice, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's figure this out. What is good? What is good? What can we look forward to coming up there? So the Nine of Pentacles is great. The Knight of Wands is great. The Fool as well. And the Two of Swords as well. Okay. So there are some things that we're sort of ignoring at this point and not really paying attention to very well. The Two of Swords points us to things that are sort of interface, opportunities that we've had, some things that have come up that we need to sort of readdress. And we're looking at readdressing those, getting back into those, and getting back into the groove with some of these projects or some of these opportunities that have sort of either slipped by, or we haven't taken too seriously, or we're trying to get it going and we're trying to sort of get it rocking and whatnot. But those opportunities are going to come back. And the Nine of Pentacles says some of those are going to be pretty good. So the Nine of Pentacles points to very, sort of good, positive feeling opportunities to where we can sort of get into that. And the Nine of Pentacles also points to almost this sort of garden feel as well, to where we feel connected with nature. We feel like that we have more power. We feel like we have manifestation power as well, and things like that. So I think you're looking at someone that you can sort of talk to, someone that may be somebody that you've known before, that you can talk to, that you can relate to. The Knight of Wands sort of rolling in, and somebody being there that's going to be a positive influence, and somebody being there that's going to be somebody that you can sort of talk to and, sort of hang out with and whatnot. So maybe a new friend, or maybe an old friend that you had. I know you had one friend that was kind of flaky. So maybe that. But I think you're going to meet somebody that's going to make a positive influence in your life, somebody that's going to be sort of good news as far as that's concerned. The Fool says as well that we could go on a new adventure with this person, or we could go on, maybe go places with the person, a new friend. We can go places with the person, we can interact with them and things like that. So the Fool points to a new adventure, or a new venture, or something that we can sort of hang on to and have fun with, and sort of be, sort of an entertaining piece. So there we go. Something to look forward to. Hopefully that means that you get a new friend, because I know you were asking about friends the other day. So I'm hoping that the Fool, along with that Knight, means we had a new friend. We're sort of going on adventures with a person. That'll be kind of cool, because we're getting not locked down, hopefully, next month. Unless you're in California. They said they're going to be locked down forever or something like that. All right. Let's see. TMFT. General. There we go. All right. General for the next week. The next week, that is a short time frame. For a short time frame, we could go with the Light Seers, the good old Light Seers. My ghosty birthday is today. Was thinking of him. Well, there you go. You're ghosty. Did your ghosty non-ghost you yet? I think that you were, I think that you're getting non-ghosted at some point or something like that. Hopefully you don't get ghosted anymore. I mean, I'm just saying, I hope you don't get ghosted anymore. That's terrible. Why do people ghost people? I mean, at least tell them what's going on. Throw it out there. Tell them what's going on. Throw it out there. Conflict or no conflict, just lay it on the table. Just lay it out on the table for me to see. If you don't like it, let me know. Lay it right there. I can take it. I'm a big boy. I can figure it out for myself. All right. Before we do that, let's see something real quick. What am I doing here? I need to go here and click around. Is that going to autoplay again? I hope not. All right. What is this? Okay. So let's check this out for Jennifer. Just a week? For just a week? The Four of Cups reversed into the Queen of Swords. That's sort of interesting. I think that we have somebody that you really just don't like. Somebody that you've had words with before. You're going to be interacting with them next week. So I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay. The Queen of Swords is Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. We've all watched the movie. You know, the Twilight Bark, all of that stuff. Cruella de Vil, before the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the Lord of Blended Pleasure. Reversed means we're sort of getting the full experience. Is that going to be good? The full experience? Maybe not. But you're getting the full experience with somebody that maybe you've had words with. The Queen of Swords, Cruella de Vil. Maybe somebody that you don't agree with. Maybe that we have some sort of difficulties with, etc. So we look forward to that next week. May have a couple of words with somebody that we've had words with before, or somebody that just doesn't like us in general, right? The star into the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is a very good, is sort of the meditative state. We do have this nice meditative state here. It points to Gandhi with the Gandhi type meditations, the Gandhi type focus, you know, but being very non-combative and being very open and things like that. But that being reversed into the star means it's sort of looking at you're sort of looking at ways of dealing with people. I think sometimes we avoid conflict, or sometimes we try to get things smoothed out, but sometimes that doesn't work. So it could be a difficult situation, not too difficult, but a situation where you have to sort of face some of your fears with that, or face some of these conflicts that we've been avoiding. So you can't always avoid those. Sometimes you have to face up to them. Sometimes you have to interact with them. Sometimes you have to be in that realm of, I'm going to take this conflict and we're going to do something with it today. And that could be something that starts next week. I don't think it ends next week, but I think it starts next week, as far as sort of just dealing with the conflict, having it in your face, and trying to get that resolved. So it's sort of this pathway to get it resolved, a pathway to the resolution, and I think it's going to start next week for there. Yeah, prefers to talk in person. That doesn't sound right. I prefer to talk in person too, but I'm here talking to you and it's not in person. So there is that. There is that. All right. HG talking about Jay coming back. Is Jay coming back? What is Jay doing? I know the last update we have on Jay was that Jay was doing what Jay wanted to do. Jay found another relationship, and that was tanking. I remember that thing was tanking like the Titanic. Oh, speaking of tanking like the Titanic, I can't get the tarot deck out of the tower. Didn't feel good. I'm not even worth bothering to send a tiny little text. That's just wrong. I mean, that's just wrong. All right, let's check this out. Find out what's going on. See about Jay. Is Jay coming back? Is Jay not coming back? Whatever happened with that miserable relationship he got himself into? Did that work out? Did they get back? Let's find out. Let's find out. He picked the wrong woman for him. Indeed. Sometimes you pick the wrong person. You got to pick somebody that knows how to make a good cake. I'm just saying now. What is happening? That sounds terrible, Thunderstorm. The Ten of Coins is so weird looking in this deck. Okay, whatever. The Ten of Coins says, again, we're in a situation where he just didn't get where he wants to go. He didn't get where he wanted to go. I think he has situations that he wants to be in, places that he wants to be, people that he wants to be with. I don't think he gets a lot of that a lot of the time. But we have the Ten of Coins talking about that perfect situation where we have the great relationship. We just can't reach it because we're not capable. We're not capable because the Eight of Coins. We're talking about having difficulty getting through that. I think that we can have emotional connections. with that. But it's all about trying to get that back and trying to get that in order, right? So we have 110, the Ten of Coins. That's having everything, and that's sort of reversed. We can't have that. We're trying to get difficult situations to get that. Eight of Coins, we are working towards it. We are trying to get these things, but we just can't seem to get it. So I think his situation for love is like a carrot on a stick, right? You constantly see it. You see potential, but you're just not willing to work for it. You're not willing to put forth the effort. You're not willing to get serious and go forward in that realm. Because I think, I mean, he had you as an opportunity. He's had other people as an opportunity, but he keeps messing it up. It's a situation where he just can't get it right. And he can't get it right because he's bad at it. He's just bad at it. He's poor at it. So like your situation, he was poor at following up. He was poor at paying attention to you. He was poor at texting. He was poor at a bunch of different things that you need to do to get to that 10 of Coins realization. He tried it, but again, he's just poor at getting the implementation and getting things going with that. So no, I don't think that he is coming back. I don't think that he is sort of talking to you kind of thing or texting you or anything like that. What I would look for here would be a movement card. Maybe the Chariot, maybe a Knight sort of coming back, especially the Knight of Cups would have been great here. Knight of Cups would have said, I have that romantic interest. Maybe the Two of Cups as well. Knight of Cups, a Two of Cups, even the Three of Cups, throw me a bone, something. You just don't see that. So you just don't see that relationship getting started. You don't see that the kickstart of the relationship to where we're getting sort of the jump start, the battery of the car. We're just not getting that here. But it's more about finding balance and finding the 10 of Cups or emotional satisfaction with, sort of being into our next stage or being focused on us and making ourselves happy type thing. So I just don't see anything that would indicate that they're coming back. See more of just emotional stability, emotional, sort of focused to where we can get back to normal and we can be happy within ourselves. So there we go. That's what I see with the cards, at least. At least that's what I see. How do B and I feel about each other? Magic Universe, how do you feel? How do you feel? Okay. All right. Looks like the 7 of Cups. Indeed. Indeed. All right. My future bride. Do you ask your questions? Yes, throw it out there. By the way, there is no list. We pick at random. Donations take priority, and I've burned through all of those. And then we pick at random. So it's all about the randomness. It is all about the randomness, but we could have a throwdown. We could have a throwdown for carrot cake versus banana cake. We need it. We need it on the channel. This is something that we need. So I'll say that the left side over here would be carrot cake, and the right side would be banana cake. Let's find out who wins. Carrot and banana. This is important. The Hermit makes an appearance. Gonna say banana cake wins. I'm gonna say banana cake wins. It does. Banana cake does win. We have this sort of a weird thing to where the carrot cake is just out of style now. It's out of style. It's not coming back. It's not in style. The banana cake though, with that pride, with the pride that we have here, it is just winning the fight. It's winning the fight. It's winning the throwdown. There we go. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel about anything, but we had something happy together. I don't know. All right. What's going on with my love connection? My future bride wants to know, how do B and I feel about each other? You don't feel anything. He doesn't feel anything, but I want to be happy. Okay, we'll check it out. All right, so Magic Universe, how do B and I feel about each other? Well, let's find out right here. It's weird, the 10 of Coins. Look, yes, it is. What is the card holder? What will I do good in school? Sailor Moon, welcome, by the way. Thank you for hanging out. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. If for nothing else, just for the card tower, the tarot tower, you got to hit that like button. How many tarot towers have you seen today? None. 50 decks. 50 decks. And I teach you how to make this, by the way. 50 decks it'll hold. That should be worth a like in itself. By itself, it should be. What are we looking at as far as each other? I think the Empress, you got a lot of hopes for this. You got a lot of hopes for this. You do. You want it to succeed. You desperately want it to succeed. You just said you have no interest. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, Magic Universe says, I don't know. I didn't think I felt anything. This says you did. This is a very nice card. This is a very nice card, especially starting this out, cranking this out. We had high hopes. You did. You had high hopes. Now, did it work out like you had hoped? Did it work out like you had hoped? I mean, pretty much not. Pretty much not. We had a difficulty with this. I think there's not enough action. There's not enough passion. There's not enough beef. It's like the old Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? Because we're missing the beefy. We're missing the beefy out of here. We need it back. We need the beefy back. I mean, we have a situation where Venus in Aries is pointing to this active love or this active passion, this love that could be manifested, but it's just not. We have interference. Something is getting in the way. Now, we need to figure out what that is. We need to figure out what that is. And I think this sort of answers it a little bit. We just have problems getting started. Nobody is serious. Nobody's willing to just leap in. Everybody wants to dip their toes into the water and to see what the temperature is. Nobody wants to jump into the pool. If you needed, somebody needs to jump into the pool here. If you want to really sort of go in it, hard, no pun intended, you need to get started. Somebody needs to jump into the pool. You can't dip your toe into the pool and go, oh, that's cold. Ooh, the last relationship I had, that hurt. Ooh, I see a red flag. There's a red flag right there on his forehead. You can't do that. You got to go in. We got to go all in. If nobody jumps into the pool, which nobody's doing, yeah, you're going to get delayed. Yeah, you're going to get stalled. Yeah, we're going to have interference. Yeah, there's no cure here. There's no cure here. If nobody gets started, if nobody gets this started, you can't reverse this. You can't do that. That's bad. That's bad. You can't do it. So, sure, dip your toe into the pool and go, ooh, that's really cold. Oh, my last relationship, I remember you hurt me. You're going to be back. You're going to be back here saying, this relationship just isn't working out. Why isn't it working out? Please tell me, Mr. Tarot Reader. You need to tell me right now. Okay, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, if it's toe dipping time and that makes everybody happy, then that's what you need to do. Sailor Moon. That's a good series. Will I do good in my new school? Magic Universe, you're both not doing anything, it looks like. According to the cards, nobody's diving in. You got to dive in. If nobody dives in, then you just can't get anything done. All right. Good series, Sailor Moon. New school. Is that going to be good or bad? Am I going to do good in the new school? What is happening with that? We'll use this one. This is a good school. The Playful Heart Tarot is a good new school deck. I think so. I'm all thrilled about it. I was all excited about making a news program, and then the computer had no sound, and I can't fix it. So we're going to go into a different computer, and we're going to make the news. But yeah, that was difficult. It was, man. I spent 30 minutes of my life. 30 minutes of my life I wasted on that. Why, man? Why me? So, new school? Old school? What's up? We gonna do good? Or are we gonna be a miserable failure? Well, hopefully not a miserable failure. Are we gonna do good or not? Six of Swords says, well, okay. Well, all right. The High Priestess says, you're not going to like a lot of things. We're going to have some difficulty here. We're not going to like everything. There's going to be some people we don't like. There's going to be situations we don't like. There's going to be classes we don't like. And if we focus on those, it's going to make it more difficult. But basically, the cards say, find things that you enjoy. Find things that you can connect to. Find the new friends. Find the classes that you enjoy and look forward to those. Don't focus on the things you're not going to like, because there's going to be a lot. So don't focus on those. Let's focus on the good. Focus on the good stuff. The Eight of Pentacles says you're going to have to do the work. We're going to have to do the work. There's going to be more difficult things you're going to run into than where you were before or whatnot. So you're going to have to do more work. There's more involved. The Eight of Pentacles is all about getting work done, moving work, and getting through the work. So the Eight of Pentacles says there's some work involved. So it's not going to be a freebie. It's not going to be too easy. We're going to have a little bit more work possibly. The Three of Cups says the community overall is good. The community overall is good. So if you're looking for some new friends, if you're looking for some celebration, if you're looking for good stuff, the Three of Cups is literally a celebration card, but it's also about communion with friends, making new friends, making new contacts. That's going to be one of the key things here, is making some new friends, finding people that you can relate to, people that are going to be a fellow nerd, people that are going to be like you, and get into the community and really sort of enjoy that. And I think that's going to be good for you. The Three of Cups points to new community, new people to interact with, and new friends as well, right? The Six of Swords says something about movement. There's something about movement here. Is this going to be a permanent move? Is this going to be a permanent thing to where you're at? Because the Six of Swords says we're moving away. We're moving away. So anyway, I don't know what that means. Maybe that means that some switches and classes. Maybe that means we're going to be home for most of the year, all the year. Six of Swords points to movement. So there is that. Could be anything from moving to a different school, could be moving classes around, it could be, but you have movement basically. So we're going to have some movement. And the Six of Swords is a movement from bad to good. So it is a movement towards something good. So, I mean, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, good luck with all that. Anyway, speaking of good luck with all that, we are out of here. It is thunderstorming, and we are going to go eat dinner. Thank you for joining me. I'm here every single night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.